started. Here we go. Okay. So I actually am going to have us start down on the ground, even though normally when it's this chilly I start standing in child's pose, which we're not going to stay very long in any one pose. Oh, but it almost feels decent right here. Maybe because we're lower than the wind. Okay, so to start warming us up and getting that heart rate going, I'm going to have us come forward, past hands and knees, curl the toes, hit that plank, push that space out between the shoulder blades. So we really puff that plank up, and then we're headed back into our child's pose again. So we'll drop the knees and push back into the child's pose. And let's take like an inhale and an exhale. I almost forgot the breathing. And then inhale as you come up, find your plank, puff that space out, take a full breath cycle here. On an exhale, drop the knees and push into your child's pose. So let's go back and forth like that. And if you exhale at a different time than me, inhale at a different time than me, no big deal. We'll find our posture at the end of those two, pausing for a breath cycle, and then pushing back. Pulling the belly up and in either posture. Certainly having that child's pose be nice and active, pushing through the arms. Let's take that 2 more times, so end up in your plank 2 more times, and then we'll meet in child's pose. Take a nice deep inhale together and sigh it out. On your next inhale, come forward into your plank and then shift the hips high in your downward facing dog. Maybe you need to walk the feet forward just a moment. Take one inhale and exhale here. Walk your feet up towards your hands. Tadasana feet and stay in your forward fold. Maybe finding a little bend and pedal around in the knees. Maybe twisting just a little bit side to side. And then on an inhale, come halfway up, lengthening the spine. Exhale and fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Drop the hips, round it up 1 vertebra at a time. Come up to standing, reach the arms up overhead, gaze shift if you can. Exhale, cactus the arms. Bring the hands together as you round the spine, coming hands in front of you, and then reach up overhead. On an exhale, cactus the arms. Reach the hands around you again, really get a rounding in the spine. Reach the arms up overhead when you're ready. Cactus the arms.
I'm thinking of, don't worry.
Reach the arms together. We're going to add on here. Hands come overhead this time. Let's bring the hands behind the head. Reach the elbows to the sky, belly in. And as you come out of this, we'll cactus the arms, open the chest. Round the spine as you come forward, reaching the arms up. Hands behind the head, elbows reach to the sky. On an exhale, cactus the arms, open up. Round as you come up again. 1 more time, reach the arms up overhead. 1 more time, hands behind the head, opening your chest and your elbows up toward the sky. And then cactus the arms as you come out. Round together as you reach the arms up overhead, but this time as you exhale, fold forward. Half lift. Palm the mat, step back. Lower all the way or part way. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, down dog. Look to the top of the mat, walk, step, or float. Feet to hands, come halfway up. Fold. Inhale as you come all the way up, reach the arms overhead. Fold as you exhale. Half lift. Palm the mat, take your vinyasa. to down dog. Take it to the top of the mat. Half lift and fold. Inhale to rise. Back down to the mat. Nice brisk pace, halfway up. Take your vinyasa. Travel to the top of the mat, half lift, fold. Rise, reach up one more time. Exhale and fold. Inhale, lift. Palm the mat, vinyasa. To down dog. From this down dog, reach the right leg high to the sky. On an exhale, come forward in your plank as you bring knee to nose. Place your foot top of the mat. Inhale as you come up in your high lunge. Let me find my balance here. Where'd it go? Reach that hand to the sky. Reach the back hamstring to the sky. Thunderbolt forward. Sweep the hands behind you. Thunderbolt the arms. Come upright high lunge. Thunderbolt forward. Reach the arms behind you. Thunderbolt the arms. Come upright high lunge. One more time. Thunderbolt forward. Reach the hands behind you. Thunderbolt the arms. Come all the way up high lunge. Take it all the way back to the mat, vinyasa to down dog. Left leg to the sky, three-legged. Come waving it out to plank as you bring knee towards your nose. Step to the top of the mat, high lunge. Moment in this high lunge. Reach that back hamstring to the sky, and then find that thunderbolt. Sweep the arms back. Sweep the arms up. Come all the way up. Thunderbolt. Arms reach back. Arms reach forward. All the way up. One more time. Thunderbolt. Reach the arms. Reach the arms forward. Come all the way up and take your vinyasa. Lots of vinyasas in here to keep us nice and warm, but if you need to skip any or modify or change what you're doing, feel free. On your next inhale, travel to the top of the mat and halfway. Exhale and fold. Come up to the sky, reach the arms up overhead, cactus the arms, open up. Inhale, bring the hands together as you come forward, coming up, and then exhale, fold forward. Half lift. Palm the mat, take your vinyasa to down dog. Inhale the right leg to the sky. Exhale, bend and stack for 3, 2, 1. Bring your foot to the top of the mat. Keep that back heel down. Warrior 1 this time as you come upright. Maybe it's adding shoes into my practice. I don't know. Open up, find your warrior 2. Extended side angle. Really sink into that front thigh. Become light on your forearm. Yeah, maybe it can hover off slightly. And then we're coming up into half sumo towards the back of the mat, towards the left. So move those feet, half sumo. We're not going all the way down to Skandasana. It's half sumo. Maybe reach your arms out in front of you. And then hands to heart center. Bring the hips up and push off that left leg to meet feet standing top of the mat. Okay, so we'll be doing that transition several times. Our first one is always the worst one.
It is different with socks.
That rhymes. I know, it's different every way, isn't it?
Yeah.
All right, we'll reach the arms up overhead and sink down into our chair. Pull the belly in. If those hands get too cold overhead, you could always put them at the hips or heart center or somewhere else. We'll stand upright. We're gonna reach that left leg back out and land wide leg and fold forward into that wide leg fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold forward. We're here for 3, 2, and 1. On your half lift, come part way up. Walk your hands to the top of the mat. Surround your right foot. Step back. Take the vinyasa of your choice to downward facing dog. For the other side, inhale the left leg up, exhale, bend and stack for 3, 2, 1. On your exhale, bring your foot to the top of the mat, back heel down, warrior 1. Pull the belly in, engaging in the core, building our heat. Open up, warrior 2. Extended side angle, forearm down, but nice and light on the thigh. Open those top ribs to the sky. We're headed into that half sumo towards the back of the mat, towards the right foot. Maybe reach the arms out in front of you again. We'll bring the hands back to heart center. Make sure that left foot is turned so that you can come up, push off the right leg, and land. This time we're gonna land in our chair. That's what we'll aim to do, is land in chair. Pull the belly in, fierce pose here in your chair. We'll bring the legs straightening enough so that we can step back out, land with our wide leg fold feet. Inhale, lengthen, then exhale, fold forward for 3, 2, pull the belly in, push out through the outside edge of the feet. 1, inhale, half lift, walk your hands around to surround the front foot and take your vinyasa of choice to down dog. From down dog, travel to the top of the mat, half lift. Exhale and fold. Reach to the sky, inhale, opening the chest, palms together, cactus the arms. Hands to heart center. Become light in the right foot as you come into your warrior 3, reaching that right foot back, leveling the hips. Keeping hands at heart center, or maybe reaching fingertips towards the right toes. When you come back to stand upright, reach the arms up overhead. And then hands to heart center, warrior 3 on the other side. Right foot is down, left leg is lifted. Little up dog in the chest. Find your breath. Maybe reach back towards your toes or keep your hands where they are. Come upright, landing into Tadasana feet. Reach the arms up overhead. Exhale, fold forward. Half lift, vinyasa. Inhale the right leg up. Exhale, bend and stack. Knee to right arm as you come forward. Inhale, 3-legged. Step to the top of the mat, high lunge on this round. Reach the arms up overhead, reach to that back hamstring, thunderbolt forward. Sweep the arms back. Reach the arms into that thunderbolt. Come upright in your high lunge. One more time, reach forward, back. Reach forward, but this time we're gonna plant the left hand and twist open to the right. I know I do this in all the classes. I just love it. For some reason, I need it. As you windmill up and around, we're coming into our warrior 2 on this side. Peaceful warrior. Straighten the front leg. Let's come into our triangle posture. Don't forget to pull the belly in as you reach out. Coming into your triangle, opening your top ribs to the sky. One more breath. Both hands come down to the ground. Take a vinyasa to downward facing dog. Other side, left leg reaches high. Exhale, bend and stack. On an exhale, knee to same arm. Inhale, lengthen it back out, 3-legged. Step to the top of the mat, high lunge. Settle into this first one, square the hips, reach that back hamstring. Don't forget our belly. Thunderbolt forward, sweep the arms back. Arms forward, come upright. One more, thunderbolt, reach, thunderbolt. Right hand to the ground, spin open to the left. Sink in, pull the belly in. Windmill up and around to warrior two. Peaceful warrior. Straighten the front leg, triangle. Pull the shoulder blades towards each other. Energy out that top hand. On an exhale, surround your front foot, take your vinyasa to downward facing dog. Well, this must be working because I'm getting warm.
Right? The sun?
Yeah, that sunshine feels really good. Travel to the top of the mat and come halfway up once you're there. Exhale to fold. Rise, reach the arms up overhead, hands to heart center. Mostly because I got to get a layer off here. That's a good sign.
This is perfect.
It feels good, doesn't it? Okay. Let's reach the arms up overhead. Cactus as you come out. That feels so good to me today, standing here. Round your spine as you bring your hands together, arms up overhead, and then hands to heart center. Become light on the right foot, and let's bring our right hand to the right knee, chest really high. So think about bringing the chest super high, and maybe reaching that left arm to the sky. Ooh, I'm gonna flex my right foot because it was just dead weight there. Pull the belly in. Maybe y'all who did that core work are feeling that. It takes a lot of core to hold this up. We're gonna come into warrior three from here. So we'll bring the right arm with the right leg and maybe leave the left arm out. Oh, maybe. Breathe. And then come upright, hands at heart center. Oh, we'll have to do that again later because, you know, that was hard. Okay. So the left knee coming up, finding that upright posture, chest really to the sky. When you're ready, right arm will reach to the sky, left foot is flexed. Pull the belly in. Keep that core engagement as you sweep your left leg back into that warrior three. Maybe your left hand is glued to your side. We're trying to reach that right arm forward. Breathing. And coming out with control back to Tadasana, feet, hands to heart center. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale and fold forward. Inhale, half lift. Palm the mat for the vinyasa of your choice. Inhale, right leg up. Exhale, bend and stack. Stay there, flip dog or wild thing. Moving slowly. Come back out when you're ready to three-legged down dog. And then hug it in, knee to nose. Place your foot top of the mat, back heel down, warrior one. Sink a little further. Pull the belly in, rotate your chest. Open up, warrior two. Extended side angle, light on that right forearm, maybe even reaching that right arm out like you're holding a ball. Out in front of you. Bring that ball with you as you come upright and take that half squat, half sumo back of the mat. Reach the arms out like you're holding that ball out in front of you. Maybe you're going to continue to hold the ball as you take your chair posture towards the right, sinking down. Yeah. Breathe. Okay, hands can stay upright, or I'm gonna bring my hands to heart center. We're gonna kind of go back and forth into that movement. So we'll straighten up as much as we need to step out and sink into that half sumo towards the left. And then we'll use the power of that left leg to bring us back into chair, sinking the hips. Oh, two more because, you know, the first one we're just figuring it out. Yeah. One more time, back into that sumo. One more time, back to chair. And from this chair, let's reach the arms up overhead as we stand up straight. And then exhale to fold forward. Inhale, take a half lift. And then on your exhale, hands down to the ground. Maybe you take a crow, maybe you take a crow prep, maybe you do none of that, or you do some of that, some part of it. Oh, lovely options here. We'll come back down to the ground, reach the arms up as you stay down in that chair, and then step out to the left for our wide leg fold. As you are ready, fold forward. 3 breaths you get. Inhale, half lifts around your front foot and take the vinyasa of your choice to down dog. Left side, inhale the left leg up, exhale, bend and stack. Flip dog or wild thing as an option here. Use that core to make that transition nice and smooth. And then make your way back to your 3-legged down dog. Hug the knee in towards your chest as you bring your foot to the top of the mat, warrior 1. Maybe sink a little further again, maybe really squaring the chest towards the top of the mat. Open up, warrior 2. To extended side angle, light on that left arm. And we're gonna reach it out like we're holding a ball. And maybe we'll take that ball with us as we straighten out into that half sumo back of the mat, yes. Maybe we'll keep holding the ball as we head into our chair pose, top of the mat, sinking down. 3 times we're gonna take that out to the side, so maybe the arms stay out or maybe the hands come down to heart center. Nice, slow, deliberate movements, really thinking about strong legs. Pulling the belly in. We'll end in chair together. And straighten out as you stand up, Tadasana. Reach the arms up overhead. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, half lift. Stay there or walk your hands out for a little bit of crow play, or you might choose to walk your feet back instead. Crow play moment if you would like. It's extra hard with all these layers on. We will come out into our chair when we're ready. And then step out till we can take our wide leg fold. Folding forward as you are ready to do. You get 3 breaths again. Inhale, come part way up, walk your hands to the top of the mat, vinyasa to down dog. Travel to the top of the mat, come halfway up once you're there. Exhale and fold. Rise, reach the arms up overhead, cactus as you exhale. Bring the palms together in front of you, round your spine. Bring the arms up overhead, hands to heart center. Okay, we'll try that funny little balance again. So right hand to right knee, really tall chest, maybe the left arm reaches overhead. We'll keep that arm overhead, maybe we'll keep the right arm glued to the side as we come into warrior 3. Oh, we're trying to square the chest and the hips. We'll come out with as much control as we can. Bring both arms overhead, and then exhale, hands to heart center. Set up for the other side, left hand to left knee. Right hand might reach overhead. Warrior 3 variation. What can you square? Coming back upright, reach both arms overhead. Cactus as you exhale. Inhale, arms up, and fold forward. Come halfway. Palm the mat for your vinyasa. Maiden down dog. Inhale the right leg up, exhale knee to nose. Inhale three-legged, knee to same arm. Three-legged, cross the body, knee to opposite arm. Three-legged on the inhale, step to the top of the mat, high lunge, back heel stays up. Reach the arms up and cactus the arms in your high lunge. Oh look, there's an airplane. That's actually better for me than open sky. Reach the arms upright and then thunderbolt forward. Swing the arms back. Thunderbolt the arms. Come upright, no cactus. Reach forward, thunderbolt. Sweep the arms. Forward with the arms, plant the left hand, twist open to the right. And then drop that hand to the inside of your front leg. Let's stay in this lizard with the leg, with the knee off the ground for a moment as we kind of come into some lizard lunges where we're dropping the hips down toward the ground and then asking them to come upright, pulling the belly in. And then dropping that left hip down and then pulling the belly to bring it up and in. 3 more, so that's a total of 5. A drop and a pull it up and in. One more time, I think. So after you've pulled up, allow yourself to drop all the way down and sink into the lizard of your choice. So maybe you'd like to stay on your hands, or maybe you're gonna come down onto your forearms. Breathe. We're coming out of this into child's pose, so most of us are coming back onto the hands, and then we're going to sweep that right leg back and sink into child's pose. Bring your arms with you behind you if you would like. Just give your shoulders a bit of a relax, a bit of a break. And that sun feels good today in child's pose. Find your breath. If your arms are down by your feet, let's bring them out in front of you. And then we'll come upright, curl the toes, plank. We've been here before, right? You can either take this right back to your child's pose and go through that drill, or you can take a chaturanga first, come up, drop the knees, sink to child's pose. Come forward into your plank, which you'll hold, or chaturanga of some kind. Back up and into your child's pose. 2 more in the variation that you need today. We'll end in child's pose because nobody wants to end in chaturanga. Take a nice deep inhale and exhale. Downward facing dog for the other side. Inhale the left leg up, 3-legged. On the exhale, knee to nose. Lengthen, same arm. Inhale, opposite arm. Lengthen, step forward, high lunge. We'll cactus the arms here, opening into a little or a lot of a back bend. First, reach the arms upright and then thunderbolt forward. Sweep the arms back. Sweep the arms forward, high lunge. Thunderbolt. Sweep back. Sweep forward. Right hand comes down, twist open to the left. left hand comes to the inside of that front foot. Of course, you might need to adjust exactly where your feet are, but we'll stay upright. And 5 times we're gonna sink those hips down and then pull the belly in as you come upright. Sinking down, pulling in as you come upright, even puffing that space out between the shoulder blades. At your pace though, we'll end with a grounded lizard. Sinking into the lizard of your choice. I'm super guilty in lizard of letting my belly just sort of like also hang down. So I have to really tell myself, pull the belly up and in, just a gentle keeping things in place. And eventually we'll make our way back to that child's pose. Come up onto those hands as you need to, and we might bring those arms behind us again, giving our shoulders a nice break. Don't worry, we're not going to do the same exact thing we did last time. Reach your arms overhead if they're behind you in that child's pose. And then we're going to come forward onto our forearms so that we're in forearm plank. Now, I haven't done a lot of this with a bunch of layers on, so if this isn't really working into your forearms, then you could change to be on your hands if you're sliding too much. I want to walk the feet up into dolphin. Pause here for a moment, and then walk the feet back. Up to 5 times. If you don't make it to 5, or if you don't wish to go to 5, no problem. They'll meet us in child's pose or another resting posture of your choice. Well, I think I have one more, although odds are I might have lost track. And I'm going to release to child's pose. Take one deep inhale with me, and on your exhale, sigh it out. Reach the arms back overhead, lift the hips high, downward facing dog. Travel to the top of the mat and then halfway up. Exhale and fold. Reach the arms up overhead as you come upright. Cactus the arms when you're ready. Bring the palms together in front of you, rounding the spine. Reach the arms up overhead and then hands to heart center. This time dancer posture, just because why not have a little fun today, right? So ground into the left foot and bring the right arm out to the side, whether you like to have the left arm up overhead or at heart center or somewhere else. You can think about inhaling here and exhaling here. On your next inhale, kick, 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 kick into your hand. Don't keep your eyes on me because I'm gonna wiggle around. Any arm variation on that left side, yeah? Do what you think feels good or looks beautiful, makes you feel like a dancer. Awesome, y'all. I counted 8 breaths and y'all hung in there so good. You really did. And I know you were wondering, what is she doing? But once we hit that stillness, I thought, let's see what we can do. Okay, other side.
Of Jen in her tank top and toboggan, please. And her toboggan matches her socks.
I was like, it does, doesn't it?
I know, it's so, I'm like, I want some of the vitamin D on my arms.
I know, we need it, don't we? Okay, so we'll do that on the other side. Now you know we have a nice long hold. So just take an inhale and exhale. And then on your next inhale, kick in. find the arm placement that makes you the happiest. And that is 8 breaths. Take yourself out when you're ready. Well, that's my better side usually because it's the right side to balance on. All right, let's take a nice deep inhale. Exhale. We'll flow again. Keep ourselves moving. Inhale, arms up, and then fold forward. Half lift. Vinyasa.
It'd be even funnier if I took my tank top off and just had my sports bra. Which is not gonna happen.
Right leg to the sky as you inhale, exhale, bend and stack. Another opportunity for flip dog or wild thing if you want to throw that into your practice here. Betsy, that looks so good. Ooh, yes, all of you. And then come back up three-legged, listen up. We'll cross the body and come into fallen triangle. I almost called it fallen angel. So the foot down, or you could keep that up as you reach the left arm to the sky. Release, back up to three-legged so we can square the hips. And then foot to the top of the mat, warrior one. Top of the mat. I got a pause in that warrior one. Ooh, catch myself. Open up into your warrior two. Extended side angle. So you can play with this if you feel like moving towards a bind, if that's happening for you, or maybe you're gonna hold a ball, or stay right where you're at. Oh yes, I like some of these binds and half binds. Everybody taking their time, we're headed into that half sumo at the back of the mat. Whether you roll the arms out or you keep the hands to heart center, we'll take 3 times heading into chair towards the top of the mat. Stay in your chair after that third one. Let's bring hands to heart center in our chair and twist to the right. We haven't done a lot of twisting after all the Amy lighting. Back to center and twist the other direction. Back to center, forward fold. Stay in this fold if that's what you need, or practice your crow if that's what you need. Everyone doing whatever they need for their practice. Oh, look at y'all. I'm working hard. That looks wonderful, Vanessa. When you're ready, we're going to return to our chair. And then step out for our wide leg fold, making that a nice soft landing and folding forward, this time for 5. Hold the belly in, find your breath. Inhale, come halfway up. Walk your hands just around your right foot and then come into your standing splits, right leg to the sky. Now none of us are probably feeling super flexible, but let's pulse that left leg. What? Yeah, left leg, okay, good. Up to the sky. Pulsing back and forth. And we'll take our vinyasa from here. Maybe you'd like to kick up into a little playful handstand, or you're gonna land as super soft and slow as you can. Maybe just challenging yourself to something before you take your vinyasa. And here we go, let's head into the other side. Left leg up, bend and stack. Final time to take a flip dog or wild thing. See you all, so I gotta get down and watch because you all look beautiful. Come out into three-legged, and then we'll cross the body into our fallen triangle. Oh, nice, Jen. Bring your hand back down, sweep the leg high, three-legged, step to the top of the mat for your warrior one.
I feel like there are always 6 hours in YouTube.
I know. They must make a big mess on there and in there on Mondays. If that's at the right setting, it'll sort of sound like, oh, but it's not. Warrior 2. Extended side angle. This is our time to be playful with it. Maybe taking a bind or a partial bind. Holding your ball. Nice, Jen. Ooh, that's looking very close, Betsy. All right, we'll make our way out of that and into our half sumo back of the mat. And then 3 times we'll come into our chair. Ending in chair. And then take a twist in our chair. We'll twist first. So first to the right. And then to the center and left. Back to center to fold forward. Again, the option to stay in a forward fold, maybe finding a bind of some sort. Or, I know my yogis here today are playing around with their arm balances. So take what you would like here. Nice. Very good. We'll end up in that wide leg fold. I'm first going to come into chair and then step out to that wide leg fold. 5 breaths in this wide leg fold. Let's catch our breath from that work. Inhale, part way up. Surround your left foot. We'll come into that standing splits with pulses. Pulsing up and down. And then perhaps adding something in before or during or whatever your vinyasa, something that you might like to play with. And make your way to down dog. Ooh, nice. I like that. Should have looked over. Then I would have made you all do what Betsy did. We're going to come forward to have a seat on our mats. I feel like we're going to do okay today. Coming down to the ground. Okay, well, let's come into Navasana, palms together, and find some twist in this Navasana. Bring the legs over to the left, hands to the right, and then after you come through center, take it the other way. So both legs and arms are finding some twist here. Back and forth at your own slow pace. Two more. I just said that because I think you can. And then release. Give yourself a nice hug. Let's lengthen out the left leg and bring the right foot up and into that tree posture. Square towards the straight leg and then fold over that straight leg, kind of releasing any idea of where your stretch should be. Since we're in the cold, it may not be exactly the same, and that's okay. Listen to your body and open up right here today where you need to. Okay, we're gonna come upright and then just look and see where you are on the mat. I should have scooted us back a little bit, so I'm gonna scoot my hips back. Okay, so that we can do this. As we come up, we're gonna come over, that right knee is down, and we're gonna open up. So I just didn't want my pants off my mat because I didn't want that. So because we have that knee tucked in, we should be able to kind of come on up over the knee. Yes, there it is. And then back down. Okay. We got to do that again because, right, what are we doing here? sweeping open. Yes, Jen, you make that look like such a beautiful back bend. And then you could add this part as well where you sweep the other direction towards your foot. So your left hand in here, yes, like a twist there, and then hand back down, and we'll sweep open like you just did, yeah. And then back down, finding the side bend the other way. Okay, 2 more because the first few, right, we're just, what is she doing? Who knows? Jen, you really make that look so beautiful.
It feels very good. I like it.
And then as we come out of that, we're gonna wanna give this right hip a nice release and maybe even bring our hands behind us or onto our elbows and give like a little bit of a windshield wipering. Okay, we'll come upright to do that on the other side. So just so that we don't have to wiggle around, we'll place our right hip close to the edge of the mat and bring the left knee in. Lengthen the spine. First, we're gonna stretch over the straight right knee. And then when you're ready to come upright, place your left hand on the ground. And I'm just, make the adjustments you need to depending on how wide your mat is so that you can open up and then come back down, and you might take that side stretch the other way. Don't have to get too fussy. Let's just flow and let that feel as good as it can. About 5 times. I think that's about what we did on the other side. And then when you finish that, we'll have both legs out straight. And maybe come onto the palms behind you so you can just windshield wiper them briefly. And bring the legs out straight. And let's fold over both legs at the same time. Allow yourself to come upright and then round it down to lie down on the mat. Reach long, take a nice long body stretch. And then place your hands down by your side, bend your knees for bridge pose. We're gonna do bridge instead of wheel because we'll be combining this with another movement. So raise the hips nice and high. Our first bridge pose, we're just gonna hold for about 8 breaths. So chin a little bit away from the chest. Think about pulling the knees towards each other a little bit. They're not meant to come all the way together, but get that inner thigh action. Press the back of your arms down into the ground. And then release the hips down to the ground. Place your fingertips behind your head. Right knee towards left, I meant right elbow towards left knee. It wouldn't really matter except that's the direction I'm going, so we're gonna just bicycle it in and then lengthen out whether you put your foot on the ground or straighten it out. We'll go to the same side 10 times. Nice and slow like that. 3. Yeah, nice and slow, good. Halfway. 8. That was 10, and then our counter is our next bridge. So feet on the ground, hands on the ground, raise the hips high. We're up here for 8. Press into the ground. Release down, fingertips behind your head. I'm on right knee, left elbow, but if you're opposite of me, no problem. We'll crunch it in and then lengthen it out or place the foot on the ground. 10, nice and slow. Two more. We're ending with a final bridge. Again, 8 counts, stretching out the core, hips high. Maybe you'd like to bind with your ankles or fingertips, or interlaced hands, or I kind of hold on my ankles sometimes to really get myself up there. Give yourself a nice hug, knees in towards the chest, maybe rocking side to side. And I've left us about 3 minutes before we head into Shavasana to give yourself a chance to do whatever you might like to play with. So we've done a few different things here in class. Maybe you want to come back to something, or of course do something I have not cued, or take an inversion, or whatever you feel like you might like to do. Or maybe it's a stretch. Just take something for yourself. Could be more than one thing because we have several minutes here. Very nice, Jen. Nice and high. Very, very good, Vanessa. I love it though. I love seeing it. Like a picture, Vanessa. It looks so good. Such good core engagement too. We'll take about 30 more seconds before we come together. So finish up whatever you need. And then just really gradually, because I know we're all coming out of different things in your own time, make your way onto your back again. Maybe another long body stretch.
working into a spinal twist each direction. I'm going to hug both knees in, but if that's not the place you like to start, you could certainly take that from another position. And then bring your knees over to the right, maybe bringing your hips to the left first if that suits you better. Taking any variation of this twist that feels right for you. But once you get here, let's see if you can take a nice deep inhale and then really exhale to sigh it out and let that go a little. Really slowly and gently, taking anything you might need on the way, make your way to the other side. Once you're there, take that really deep inhale and sigh it out. Again, allowing yourself to move really gently and slowly, make your way out. Take any final stretches you might need or return any layers to your body that you might need before we take a Shavasana. I do think the weather's going to let us lie here for a couple minutes, but we might need another layer or two again. Anybody at home could enjoy that Shavasana as long as they have.